What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Chig coming at you with my second class picking guide for Season of Discovery. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, be notified every time we come out with new content. As you can see, we've got a hunter over here dancing away. Let's go ahead and talk about this. I named this guy Chickadee Cho. He is a troll hunter. That was my very first character all the way back in the day with my little red raptor named Rar that I picked up in Duratar. So let's hop right into this. You've seen videos from other content creators about what's Prebis, this, that, and the other, and how to get it. So we're not going to talk a lot about that. I'm just going to talk about some of the reasons why you might want to play this, why I picked what I picked, and those kind of things. So, Humbert's Helm, BOE, Scout's Medallion, you're going to do PvP to get this one. Mantle of Thieves, BOE. The thing is, go through when you're looking at this and look at things that are a little more reasonable to get. So, like the dark leather shoulders, super easy. You get those from leatherworking, right? You're going to be able to pick that up. No problem. Parachute cloak. If you're an engineer, free money. Panther armor. This is a quest item. You're just going to go do a quest in Stone Talon Mountains, right? Some of the quest items you might need to have a friend or two help you to get them done, but you are going to be able to do them, and it's not going to be a problem at all. Forest leather bracers. This one is going to be a little easier or harder to get, depending on how you think about it. So, what I would suggest is trying to get the Loam Flake bracers, but if there are forest leather bracers in the auction house, just grab them. Otherwise, you're going to go try to do this 1K Needles quest to pick those up. Basically the same item. Literally the same stats, right? So, that's what you're doing there. Armor Piercer. This one, Razor Fin Crawl, is going to be a little harder to get. But if you can get the Armor Piercer, if you can get a group for RFK, if you've got some buddies that want to go down there and you want to grind that, that is going to be amazing. Because it is 11 agility, and 11 agility is nothing to scoff at. And then you can go down through here. There's going to be a lot of different items you can get. There's going to be a couple of quest items. There's going to be a couple of dungeon drops. There's, you're going to have the dual wield options. Like, it just depends on what you can find, right? So, hop over here. Pilferer's Gloves. This is another BOE. This might drop. This might not. If you are a leather worker, obviously you're going to go for the Void Touch Gloves because you're going to get a haste buff and a hit buff plus stats, which is amazing. Toughened leather gloves, there's lots of BOEs, and then you can also go down through here and find something. I would highly recommend looking for things that are specifically from leatherworking because those are probably going to be the easiest to get outside of quest items. We're also going to go look at this. This is an Ashenvale quest, so basically you're going to be grabbing this no matter what because you're already going to be an Ashenvale, so your belt's free slot. All right, Ship Runner Dungarees, Nomergon quest item. If you can get these, oh my goodness, they are amazing. If not, get what you can. Obviously, you just want to make sure you are getting a good piece of gear. I would highly recommend Leggings of the Fang because you are going to be able to get a group for Wailing Caverns pretty easily. We are Horde. We will be there. It will be easy. Feet of the Lynx. If you get these, you kind of won the lottery. Otherwise, try to get Warsong boots. I would try to get Warsong boots, period. But, just depends on what you can do. Your rings. Ring of Precision. If you can find one, that's going to be amazing. Monkey Ring. This is from a quest. Not super hard to get. Legionnaire's Band is going to be super easy to get because we are going to be getting Warsong rep like crazy. So do keep that in mind. Getting that ring slot taken care of is going to be easy. Avengers Void Pearl. You can't get any trinkets other than the arena trinkets before we hop into BFD. So you're going to go ahead and grab the Avengers Void Pearl when you get in there. Steel Arrow Crossbow. If you can get one of these, you're going to get super lucky because it's either going to have to be people who are going and farming this or in the other auction house. Naga Heartrender, that's going to be awesome if we can get our hands on it, but again, that drops in the raid. We do get a really good weapon from Warsong. So do not stress the weapon. You can get a good weapon from Warsong. So do not stress that. Obviously, you're going to want to enchant all your stuff. I'm not going to go over the enchants because we can all use this tool, right? Anyway, the talents I wanted to use. I'm going to go marksman, and I'm going to use these specific things. I may change these up, but this is what I think is going to be easy and fun. I would like to point out, since I had some comments on my last video that, oh, this would be better, that would be better. Okay, I am not saying to you this is going to be the best end-all be-all meta, play this is going to be the highest DPS and the best way you can do this. This is what I'm going to do because what I think is going to be fun. This is Chig's opinion. This is not, hey, I did math and this is what's going to be absolutely the best. Do not take this as a meta guide. Take this as, this is why I think this is going to be fun and why I think you should play it. Okay, that being said, 5 out of 5 efficiency. And we'll talk about why in a second because we're getting the mana cost of our shots way down, right? 4 out of 5 for Hunter's Mark because we're always using Hunter's Mark. Lethal shots increase the critical strike chance we get with ranged weapons by 5% because who doesn't want to crit more? Aim shot. Yawn. Oh, big interruption because aim shot is amazing. Aim shot hits hard. Aim shot has a big cast. Aim shot feels satisfying to push, and aim shot does the deeps. So you can hit aim shot and be like, ah, yeah, my deeps, right? All right. And we're gonna have mortal shots because increased critical hit damage never hurt anybody. Okay, so Master Marksman is what I have picked here. Here are your options. Cobra Strikes, your critical hits with shots and abilities, cause your pet's next 2 special attacks to critically hit. This is awesome. If you are in that Beastmaster fantasy and you grab some of the other runes, but please do this. Cobra Strikes is amazing. It makes your pet just go ham. Expose Weakness. Your ranged criticals increase your attack power by 40% of your current agility for 7 seconds. This is going to be amazing too. I don't think it's going to be as good at level 25 though. Lone Wolf. This is going to be awesome when you're not by yourself. You deal 25% increased damage to all attacks while you do not have an active pet. So, when I am in a raid or in a dungeon, I will be lone wolfing. Sometimes. Master Marksman. This is what I really like. Increase critical strike chance by 5% and reduces the mana cost of all your shot abilities by 25%. So, just with this and the first 5 points, you're already at 35% less mana cost on your shots, which I think is going to be a lot of fun because what gets kind of boring with Hunter when you're leveling it is auto shot, auto shot, auto shot. With Master Marksman, you're going to be able to use your abilities more, you're going to be able to do stuff more, and it's going to be a little more fun. So, here are the leg runes. If you are into being a melee hunter, Flanking Strike is amazing. You and your pet deal simultaneously in 100% melee damage. Afterward, your Mongoose Bite and Raptor Strike deal 10% increased damage for 10 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Raptor Strike has a 20% chance to reset the cooldown on Flanking Strike. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to keep you in a good rhythm. And it's going to make you just feel like you're a melee hunter. And you don't have to have the pet active to do this. So if you're Lone Wolf, melee hunter, you do not have to have your pet active to Flanking Strike. Kill command. This is what I'm going to be using. Gives a command to kill, increasing your pet's damage done from special attacks by 60% for 30 seconds. Each special attack done by the pet reduces the damage bonus by 20%. You're just going to macro this into one of your DPS buttons and let it roll. And it's just going to, cool, my pet is going to deal extra damage. Serpent Spread. Targets hit by your multi-shot are also inflicted by your Serpent Sting for 6 seconds. So this is going to be pretty good to combo with your, if you do a build, so you aim shot, multi-shot, Chimera shot, right after multi-shot. That's just so you get your Serpent Sting up on the target and you get the extra damage off of your Chimera. So, Chimera. And then Sniper Training. Your shot abilities gain 30% increased critical strike chance while you have not moved for the last 6 seconds. This is super, super strong if the fight allows you to not move. Based on what we've seen, though, a lot of the mechanics are going to have us moving, so that may or may not be good. So, Beastmaster, this is one I'm going with because I think it's going to be fun for solo play. Solo play. Your pet's damage and health are increased by 30%, and focus generation increased by 80%. In addition, your pet's growl now also taunts the target to attack it for 3 seconds. So, we're going to be doing this. It's a hard taunt instead of just high amount of threat, which is going to be amazing. Carve. A sweeping attack that strikes enemies in front of you for 50% weapon damage. This is just an AoE for melee. It's good. This is good. This is really good for dungeons. Chimera Shot, what we were just talking about. You deal 125% weapon damage, refreshing the current sting on your target and triggering an effect. If it is Serpent Sting, deals 40% of the damage done by your Serpent Sting. If it is Viper Sting, instantly restores mana equal to 60% of the total amount drained by your Viper Sting. Scorpion Sting attempts to disarm the target for 10 seconds. This effect cannot occur more than once per minute. So, Serpent Sting, big DPS. Viper Sting, going to help you get your mana back, which is going to be awesome. And Scorpion Sting attempts to disarm the target. This is obviously for PvP. This is going to be a lot of fun in a lot of different places. One of my favorite things to do back in the day was to aim shot, Chimera Shot combo because you just hit so hard. I've heard it said a couple of times before, there are going to be people shadow melded with Lone Wolf that are sitting in Ashenvale waiting on people to walk by so they can just bust them with the combo. If everything crits, they're just going to delete them, and it's going to be funny. And then Explosive Shot, which is going to be really good if you don't want to play any of the other ones. Or if you really like Explosive Shot. Explosive Shot is really cool and really fun to play. You fire an explosive charge into the enemy, dealing 74 to 91 fire damage. The charge will blast the target every second for an additional 2 seconds. Cooldown shared with Arcane Shot. So it's not going to be getting reset yet, like it does currently in Wrath and moving forward, but it's still going to be a lot of fun. Explosive Shot's a cool ability, right? It's fire damage. You get to do something cool. It's got cool animations and all that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Like I was saying, if I were switching it up and I'm going to be in a dungeon, right, I may switch things around. I would probably keep Kill Command. I would probably keep Master Marksman, unless I was in a position where Lone Wolf was going to be better. So one of the things is, depending on your playstyle, what you like to do, if you're in a group, you can change things up because, you know, if you're doing one thing for one type of content, one thing for a different type of content, obviously it's going to mix it up rather. So that being said, you can do any build you want. You can make your pet more tanky and deal more damage and move faster outside, and you'll be able to get down to improved min pet or ferocity 1 point. You'll just be, your pet will be mowing through people. Once you get to Beast of Wrath, obviously you're just going to go ham for ever, right? Like every time you're out and you have to, every 2 minutes, your pet's just going to be insane with the Beast Mastery talent and Kill Command. Like it's just going to be nuts. True Shot Aura. This has always kind of been a lackluster talent, so we're not going to be really getting any of this. I would probably maybe take 1 point out of Mortal Shots, and then we'll go over here and improved aspect of the Hawk. We might be switching around things. Also, going into the survival tree, obviously most of these are more utility-based things, but if you're going to be PvPing a lot or you want to help out your group, anything you want to do, take that with a pinch of salt. Anything you want to do, as long as you are having fun, is okay. Do not be a meta slave. Have fun. If you are 5% off of what your class is capable of, 10% off of what your class is capable of, who cares? Have fun with your class. Have fun with this game. It is a video game you are playing to relax. Anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you guys in the next one. This is why I think you should play the Hunter and how I would do it. So, hope to see you guys out there in Azeroth in a couple of days, and I'll see you guys in the next one.